What if you could create lightning, not just paint it, but actually shape and control it? You could attach it to any miniature, bend it however you want and make it look like real lightning. Or just attach it to anything! Okay, maybe not anything, but you get the idea. Okay, grab some 0.3mm wire, fold it over a few times to make it a bit sturdier. Now here's where you make your life easy. Stick it in a drill and then you hold it with the pliers around halfway and let it do the work for you. And boom, instant lightning strands. Do this a few times depending on how wild you want your lightning to be. Just don't overdo it unless you want it to look like Zeus personally sapped it. Now for the backbone. This is what holds everything together. Get this part right and the shaping of lightning becomes very easy. Take a 0.7mm wire, fold it 4 times and twist the ends together just enough to lock it in place. Now don't twist it too tight, we need small gaps to insert the thinner strands here. Once those are in, twist everything together to lock it in place, but don't twist it too tight. When you see this, that the wire wants to twist in on itself, that's enough. Now for the fun part. Unwrap some of the wires in different lengths, then bend the wires in random and chaotic angles. If your lightning looks too neat, well, it's not lightning. If it looks crazy, unpredictable and slightly dangerous, congrats, you're doing it right. If you're using this method on a smaller miniature, you can obviously just go with a single wire. If your lightning doesn't quite look right, don't panic. Worst case, you have just built page 47 of an IKEA assembly manual. No idea where this part goes, but I'm pretty sure you will need an Allen wrench. But if you actually want it to look like lightning, follow this step instead. Before we start with the color, we need a solid base. Start by hitting the core with a thick coat of white primer. This isn't just for color, it helps smooth out the rough texture, so the final glow looks cleaner. For once, slapping too much paint is actually the right move. So let that dry and now we have a good foundation for the glowing effect. Now take a round brush. Makeup brushes works well for this. Load your brush with a light blue, then almost completely wipe it off on a paper towel or a texture palette. Yeah, seriously, it should feel like there's nothing left on the brush. Now gently, and I mean gently, start building up the colors on the inner part of the lightning. This is where the glow should be strongest, so it's supposed to be mostly white. Gently fade the colors outwards, so it softens as it moves away from the center. The glow should feel like it's radiating out with darker colors. The key is to build it up slowly. If you go too heavy and slap on too much, you could always just prime it white again and start over. Last but not least, I'm going in with a dark blue and just dabbing the most outer edges of the strands to mimic that they fade away. And there you have it! A fully customizable lightning for all your projects. But now you may be thinking, how did you paint the OSL on that white dress? You are in luck, my friend. I will show you right away. Now here's the real challenge. Painting the glow on a white dress. Since white is already the brightest things we got, we can't make it glow by just adding more white. Instead, we have to use hue and saturation to fake the effect. Let's place the lightning exactly where we want it. Take a quick picture for reference. This helps you visualize where the glow should go. Now, just like you did with the lightning itself, softly dry brush from the center outwards to blend the glow naturally into the mini. Think about where the light would actually hit if the bolts were glowing in real life. The closer the lightning, the more intense the color should be. Here's the absolute most crucial point. Never go brighter than the lightning itself. The lightning should always be the brightest part of the effect. If anything else is brighter, the glow will look weird. And for the final touch, add a tiny highlight of white right where the lightning makes contact with the model. Just a small sharp hit of white at the impact point to sell the effect. You can go as big and dramatic as you want for the powerful energy surge, or keep it as small and subtle like a soft candlelight glow. It's all up to you. If any of this helped, zap that like button. It keeps the channel alive, and I promise it won't electrocute you. Probably. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I read and reply to all of them. And finally, if you want more hobby chaos, follow the electric flow in your heart and shock that subscribe button. It really helps. Until next time, stay creative and keep the sparks flying.